All right, so weeks ago I watched this movie called Birthright and then completely forgot about it. I think that's about as much of this review as you need to hear. I think you can probably figure out what I'm about to say, seeing as how I literally forgot I watched this film. And then I saw it in my Letterboxd and was like, did I ever review that? No. And I wasn't even going to bother. I was like, I don't even remember this movie, so how the hell can I review it? But I'm going to do my best here, because if I sat through a whole hour and 40 some odd minutes of this movie, I don't think it's terrible, by the way. I do remember that. I remember enough about this movie. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this review at all if I couldn't remember a single thing about it. But I don't remember it super well. But I do remember sitting there thinking, this does not deserve the rating it has on IMDb. I'm not here to defend the film, but it has like a mid threes, like a 3.6 or a 3 point. That's not fair. That is not this film, right? Threes to me are trash. Like cinematography, acting, you have to have it bad in every area to be in the threes for me. Like the threes is absolute trash. Twos are like that. I don't even know if almost any film deserves to be in the twos. That's maybe a few, but dude, literally nothing can be even remotely good in a two. At threes, you could have, I guess, one single element that's like okay-ish, and then the rest is bad. This is not that film. This film is about a woman who's pregnant. She inherits this house from her aunt. She moves in there with her girlfriend, and then there's some karma coming to her because of something. And it's the pregnant woman who everyone thinks is crazy, and they're like, it's probably your hormones, and she's worried about losing the baby. It's one of those types of movies, and it's well acted. I think that the main women in this are quite good. I recognize the main girl from a few things that I've watched before, and she's good. It's well shot. So right there alone, if the movie's well acted and well shot, then there's no way it should be in the threes. Period. Plain and simple. I don't care how stupid the fucking movie is. If it's really well shot, it looks good, and it's well acted, it deserves to be in the fours at bare minimum. For me, that's just across the board. Like I can't justify, because there's just certain elements to me for ratings that have to line up with those lower end ratings. I probably put way too much thought into that stuff, but no. Anyway, moving on. The problem with the film is that it's rather dull and extremely tropey. It's just one of those been there, done that movies that it's like everything in this you've seen before. Everything you've seen in this that's been done before has been done either just as good or much better, right? And it just makes for kind of like okay, this is gonna happen, and then you've seen that before, and this happens, and you're like, okay, that's predictable, that's expected, it's just that throughout. And I get it. So I'm not exactly against people being like, these types of movies should get like ones because you're not even trying. And it's like, I get where they're coming from, and I do hate safe movies. Absolutely. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these do deserve threes or lower. I just, because I always take the craft into consideration, and I try to be fair to everyone involved, because a film is not made by one person, right? It's a collection of artists that are all working for a similar goal. And when there's people on the set that, like the actors and the director and whatever, and the cinematographer, that have given good work, it's hard for me to just be dismissive of that because I don't like the outcome of like scares or story or whatever. Like I try to put the blame for those things where they belong, and try to even out the score accordingly. So it's just, it also has elements that reminded me a bit, just visual elements of the show Yellow Jackets, mostly towards the end. The characters are okay. They're fine. So yeah, as I said, I don't have a ton to say about the movie, but because I did sit through its hour 40 plus runtime, which this film definitely did not need to be. It could have been 20 minutes shorter, or I mean, I guess because of how I'm feeling about it, it could have been an hour and 40 minutes shorter, because I personally would have rather have not watched it, but I don't know. I figured, as I said, because I watched it, I should review it. And those are my thoughts. Pretty simple. Not a recommendation, obviously, but also a slight defense of it doesn't deserve to be in the 3s. Did I do a good job of defending it when I'm sitting here kind of critiquing it the whole time and then saying it shouldn't be low rated? Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Let me know. Adios.